Today we're going to be going over the best ways to get 100 horsepower out of the most popular Porsche applications.
What are the best Porsche platforms to gain 100 horsepower out of, and what modifications are needed to get to that point?
Basically any of the factory turbo model Porsches, whether it's Panamera, Cayenne, various 911s ranging from 996 up to the 992. Any of these are going to be a great platform to start out with. Most of these with basic tuning will almost produce 100 horsepower on its own. In addition to that, obviously there are phenomenal supporting mods that can be basically coupled with the tuning to get, easily achieve 100 or north of 100 horsepower. These modifications can range, anywhere from simple exhaust bolt-ons to high flow filters to, upgraded diverter valves, things like that.
With our experience with Porsches, which platforms are the best to modify and why?
So this is basically going to come down to what you're looking to do with the car and then of course your budget. Starting out with the most affordable options, we're definitely going to be looking at the 996 Turbo. These guys range, from 1999 to 2004. This is a phenomenal platform for tuning. Tuning alone, you're going to pick up 60 to 75 horsepower, and then coupled with intercooler upgrade, exhaust, things like that, we're going to see well over 100 horsepower. Moving up, of course, the 997 platform is a legend that we spent a lot of time with. This is going to be very similar to the 996 in terms of gains and what we can do with it. It's just obviously a bit newer platform. From there, we're going to be branching into the 991 and 992 lineups. So basically all of the 3.8 liter bi-turbo platforms are going to produce insane power. Tuning alone is going to get you well over 100 horsepower. And then of course, if you want more than that, the other basic supporting mods, intercoolers, exhaust upgrades, things like that are going to push well over 150 horsepower. In addition to the 911 lineup, we really enjoy the Cayenne and Panamera, of course, whether it is the 4.8 liter turbo platform that is found in the 957 and then 958, and then of course the 970 Panamera and Cayennes. This is an awesome platform. It's been very proven. It's extremely reliable. Again, with just tuning and simple bolt-ons, exhaust, downpipes, things like that, you're going to see well over 100 horsepower. From there, branching into the latest Panamera, the 971 and the Cayenne 9YA at 958.2. These guys are going to feature a 4-liter bi-turbo V8 that produces insane power with just a tune alone. The tune's going to produce well over 100 horsepower. Of course, if you want any more than that, you can do simple bolt-ons, intakes, downpipes, exhaust, intercooler upgrades, other things to supplement 150 to 200 horsepower.
What cars are capable of gaining 100 horsepower just from a tune?
So in regard to the 911, we're going to see well over 100 horsepower from any of the turbo models ranging from 997 all the way up to the new 992. That's definitely a super easy platform to pull 100 horsepower out of. When it comes to the Panamera and the Cayenne, the latest models, the 971 and the 9YA 4.0 liter bi-turbo V8 are going to produce an excess of 100 horsepower on just a basic stage 1 flash with 91 octane.
If people want to make a crazy amount of power, what kind of modifications do they need to do to get to that point?
So this is obviously going to all depend on what platform we're going to start out with, as there are various options and things that we can, do to accomplish this. Basically, assuming that you've got all of the full bolt-ons already completed on the car, intercoolers, downpipes, everything we discussed previously, now it's going to be moving on into upgrading the fuel system, whether that is upgrading the factory fuel pump and injectors and or supplementing that with something such as meth injection. This is going to be required to maintain a healthy gain and produce, numbers well over 200 horsepower. In addition to that, there are other things that need to be taken into consideration, such as one-step colder spark plugs and the fuel grade that you're going to be using. Most commonly, we see a lot of guys running MS100 or even C16 VP racing fuels. This is a great option. It's going to allow for very aggressive tuning and overall reliable performance. As far as the 991 and 992 platforms, it's not nearly as popular to upgrade turbos such as the 996 and 997s, as the factory turbos are a lot more capable. Within the 996 and 997 turbo models, we do provide a turbo upgrade package. This is going to include everything needed to make the most amount of power on a stock long block. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you at the next one.